Hey, buenos dias, ¿qué pasó amigos? John's Moto Garage. As always, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about one of the motorcycles that I've never once had here in the garage. This is one of the brands that I rarely speak about on the channel, but recently they released or announced the release of a new model that really caught my eye and I'm actually pretty excited about it. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Before we do so, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to all those who support the channel, and shout out to Julio Zapata. In one of the recent videos he asked if I could give him a shout out, said his kids would be super stoked on it, and so shout out Julio Zapata. I appreciate the support. Alright, so as we all know, with EICMA 2019, there's been a lot of talk about all the new motorcycles, everything from the Harley, Pan America, to the Bronx, to the Indian Challenger, all the other makes and models, the sport bikes, the new Honda Fireblade. I mean, just tons and tons of motorcycles. Super exciting year for 2020, even though the majority of us, I don't think are going to be going out buying any of these bikes, but it's cool to talk about and at least dream a little bit about it. Well, for me, one of the bikes that I saw that I was actually a little bit surprised by how stoked I was on it was the BMW R18/2 concept motorcycle. BMW released about 6 months ago their R18 concept motorcycle. Now, I'm not going to go in depth with all the specs and going over all the information on the motorcycles. There's tons of articles and videos on that already, but I will briefly just go over it. It's an 1800cc boxer engine, shaft drive, and it's got the exposed shaft, and it's just a real basic bare bones motorcycle. The R18 concept bike, personally I dig the style of that, and the R18/2 really caught my eye as well. I don't know if it's the metal flake red paint, I don't know if it's that old classic bobber look to it, if it's a big boxer engine. I can't really put my finger on exactly why I'm so stoked on it, but looking at it, I'm like super stoked on this motorcycle. And that's coming from a dude who, I used to love the bobbers and I kind of grew out of that phase, and now I'm more into other style motorcycles. But when I look at the BMW, just looking at it, I'm thinking, holy smokes, that looks like a total blast to ride. I'd love to throw a leg over and take it for a spin. I can only imagine that huge boxer 1800cc engine in a relatively small motorcycle, low to the ground. I imagine that thing doesn't weigh a ton. That thing has got to just be a complete blast. I'm sure that bike rips and would be such a joy to ride. So like I said, I can't really put my finger on why I'm so stoked on this motorcycle, but I really am. And this is the first time I've seen a BMW where I've thought, man, that's going to be high on my list for bikes that I'm actively going to be looking for on the used market a year or two down the road. I think they did an awesome job on the design. Again, it's bare bones in this day and age where everything's about the latest greatest tech and rider aids and all the bells and whistles. You got a bike that's really stripped down. It's just the simple bare bones bobber style. I think this is going to be one of BMW's first real competitors with some of the metric and of course with the Harley cruiser market. People have noted how Harley's now trying to branch out into adventure bikes and sport bikes, and now here you have BMW branching out into that cruiser market as well. Now, I know it's not the first time BMW's ever had a cruiser, but it's not what they're known for, if you will. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Have you seen this motorcycle? What are your thoughts on it? Are you stoked on it? Do you think it's going to be a bust? To my knowledge, people have already been putting deposits down on the R18/2 concept. Overall, looks like a rad motorcycle, so I'm stoked to see what they do with it, and I'd love to hear what you guys think as well, so leave a comment below. That's going to do it, John's Moto Garage. As always, thanks for the support. If you dig the content, feel free to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at John's Moto Garage, and we'll hit you guys up on the next one. Adios. Nos vemos.